I've got a gentleman here with me this afternoon. I'm not sure who he's with, so I'll try and endeavour to try and place him amongst you. Okay, I've got a gentleman here of better training descent. Feels like he's an Italian man. He's sort of average height, a nice thick moustache. He presents me with a nice thick moustache. In his day, he was before he grey, had a very thick moustache and black hair. Feels like he may have immigrated to Australia at some stage in his life. Feels like he's very Italian, strong accent. He's got all the hand movements and gestures happening. He's talking to me, so he's very Italian. He's very much a hands-on type guy. He was working with his hands in his life, and he feels that wine in his life was important to him. He either grew grapes, or he was working in the manufacturing of wine, or he enjoyed it on the wine. What one I'm seeing in particular, like wine, but also he's working with his hands a lot, so he's very busy in his life, doing things, working in the fields, working outside in the sunlight, and working outside in general because he's had a lot of tan leathery skin from working outside. He enjoyed being outside in the sunshine and in the weather. Anyone place this gentleman at point in time?
Maybe my father's best friend.
Okay, I do feel as though a father-grandfather figure, energy about him. And I can also feel as though with him there was lots of women that were important in his life. Like, he had lots of daughters, but there was lots of women in his life very important. Can you place this at all?
He had quite a few granddaughters.
Okay. I believe he passed in his 60s. 67 wasn't important for him.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's really bringing through a sense of working hard in his life and actually working too hard and not having time for his family. Okay, feels like he's a hard worker, he's a workaholic, and he's actually really, I guess, he's resenting the fact that he didn't have time for his family and his friends in his life. And there's lots of love with him, but he didn't know how to express that to his family and friends when he was alive. So he's bringing through that sense of resentment with himself and sorrow in fact that he could present himself, his love to the people around him when he was alive. Okay. Can you identify with that at all? Okay. May I have your name, please?
Anita.
Anita, sorry. Okay. So definitely the sense what he has with me is the sense of working hard and coming through today, bringing a message for you saying that we can often work too hard in life and not enjoy the company of our loved ones around us. Okay, so we can get too caught up in that sort of that cycle of working to live and get caught up in daily life, just not actually enjoy our time with our loved ones around us and live some of the important things in life. We're here to share our love with our friends and family. Okay, I'll begin with you. President Carroll. Hello again. Okay, so this time I've got a lady with me. Presented to me in the early part of my life. So she's showing me around sort of late teens, early 20s, long black hair. I feel as though she actually possibly dyed the hair. Very straight black hair. Bit of a party animal. She would love to have a party, love to drink, smoke, go to parties, have a good time. A little bit on the edge of life. She would like to have a good time and not to hold that. She was one to never say no to anything, so she would do whatever she could, whenever she could. And I feel that she really sort of lived for herself, and she may have not even had a partner of such picture, so such a fun-loving person and such a party animal. Did anyone identify with this lady at this point in time?
With dozens of men.
That's okay, so you see her wearing my denim clothing, so feeling maybe around sort of 70s, 80s sort of era, and probably would have been around in sort of that 20s age at that time, I would say. Feels that she has passed in difficult circumstances. Something happened dramatically or tragically for her. Something happened unexpectedly, and her life was cut short because she's lived so much on the edge in her life. She didn't have time to live a long life. Can anyone place this lady at this point?
I think it's good with me. I came with a neighbour, going back in the 80s.
So can you place this lady, can you, sir?
I think I'm okay.
Thank you. Okay. I'll keep trying to work out who I'm with here. Okay. I had a name before, so I had a J word. I had Julie or Julia came to me before. I don't know if this relates to this lady or relates to one of you.
Got a J name, but neither of those.
Okay. We're trying, working hard here. Okay. Obviously this lady, yeah, there's amazing energy. A lot of the party should be in the room and she was getting noticeable from every corner of the room. And pretty much just full of energy and just never stops still, essentially. And that's, I think that's probably part of her undoing was she said, so full in her life, she didn't know when to find that sort of edge. Of reason she went over the edge too many times, and that's what her undoing by going over the edge. Okay, as I said before, there was a tragic circumstance there, a sudden event in her life, and sort of didn't end well with it. Unfortunately, it ended sort of quite tragically. So, does that make any more sense to all of you?
Yeah, you're still with me.
Still? Okay. So she definitely had dyed hair. I believe her hair was dyed black. Naturally like a brunette colour. It was dyed black for that's what she liked to do. She liked to dye hair black.
Artist?
Sorry?
Artist? Is she an artist?
No, I don't see any artists all around there, sorry, no. I see her travelling a lot. She was travelling a lot around. I feel as though she was hitchhiking or she was travelling around with other people or she was getting into the wrong crowds, basically. She was sort of going with other people she didn't know, well, strangers, maybe. And but I don't see any sort of fixed income or fixed work there or career for her. Because she was a bit of a drifter as such, but just travel around rather than actually had a fixed address or had a fixed lifestyle. Okay, she was very much a drifter around.
Philosophy deal.
Okay, does that make sense to you at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel as I'm with one of you, but I feel as though probably more towards you now, if that makes sense to you. So I'll leave that with you. So. Okay. Amazing energy with this lady. Just really, she's just an outgoing lady. Anyone who knew her was just in awe by her vitality. Okay, she had this energy to burn, just an excess of energy. Like she had 2 people's worth of energy in one person. She was just literally that sort of full on, and couldn't contain that energy. Basically, she had just too much energy to give out. And I guess in a sense, in the end, that was probably she couldn't harness the energy she had within herself as a person. She had so much to give out, and she didn't know how to do that. She didn't know how to control that within herself. Okay, so it feels like there was that imbalance within herself as a person with her energy. I see a car with her too, like a ute, like one of those Kingswood utes as well with her. It feels like maybe she had a ute or it's like a brown or tan colour. There's brown is about it. Very sort of 70s style. I'm getting that sort of era 70s with that's sort of like a marker for the time frame of her. It's hard to get information out of there. She's really stepping back. But she's wanting to be acknowledged, I think, in the sense of actually coming here today saying she's here, acknowledging with you that she's around. And she definitely has that sense of just let go sometimes. Just literally just let go. Those barriers that hold you back from doing things can hold you back from having great experiences. So someone let those barriers go and just, I guess, take a risk sometimes. Okay. Sometimes just go a bit further than you think you can go past that sort of safety barrier you have, and just step outside the barrier, just one step, just to try and experience something else in your life. So don't lock yourself into what you think is comfortable or safe around you. Sometimes step outside that barrier, just a step, just to try and broaden your horizons and broaden your boundaries a bit more in your life. Okay?
Thank you.
May I leave that with you.
Thank you.